everyone, welcome back. I am Dr. Alexandra and welcome to this week's video. If you are new to our channel, we're so excited that you're here. If you've been watching our videos all along, can you do me a huge favor and hit the subscribe button? Hitting the subscribe button just tells YouTube that people like our content, that they want to know when our content comes out. And then if you can go ahead and hit that thumbs up button for us as well, that would be amazing, because every single time that happens, YouTube shows our videos to more women like you that we can help. Today's video is a good one. It's a topic that I get asked about a lot, and that's collagen. So we're going to talk about kind of the basics of building collagen in the skin, and then we're going to talk about collagen supplementation, which is a huge topic that I get asked about in my patients. A lot of my patients don't know if they should be taking collagen, or they willy-nilly added collagen because somebody told them to, and they're wondering how much to take, what they should be doing, what does the research show. So without further ado, let's dive in. So why do we care about collagen, right? So collagen really gives that structure and scaffold to your skin. And we care about collagen because we know that collagen degrades as we age, right? So after the age of 25, we lose about 1% of our collagen per year. And in the first 5 years post-menopause, research shows that women will lose about 30% of their collagen. So that's a huge difference, right? And it makes a big difference in the way that our skin shows up. So when we think about building collagen in the skin, we're thinking about building that structure and reducing fine lines and wrinkles, right? In contrast to like elastin, which gives our skin that elasticity and that young bounce, and hyaluronic acid, which gives our skin its hydration. There's a bunch of different types of collagen, but when we're younger, the type of collagen that we're looking at building is type 1 collagen. Type 1 collagen is found in skin, hair, nails, cartilage, bone, and as we age, that ratio between type 1 and type 3 collagen can really change. So we tend to favor more type 3 collagen, which is a little bit more disorganized and has a little bit of a different structure. So that really does change the way that our skin shows up, right? So when we're thinking about collagen, we're thinking about building collagen. So collagen is built by something called a fibroblast. And when we injure our skin, what happens is we signal our fibroblasts to say, hey, we're injured and we need to create some collagen to fill that wound. That's what fibroblasts do. And then collagen is degraded by MMPs, or matrix metalloproteinases. So when we're thinking about treatments that affect collagen production, we're really looking at stimulating fibroblasts, and we're also looking at how can we make our matrix metalloproteinases be not super duper active. We don't want them to be inactive, right? We need that skin remodeling. That is a really important part of maintaining healthy skin. But we don't want them to be super duper active, and we definitely don't want them to be higher in activity than our fibroblasts and then our ability to create new collagen, because that's how we end up with a decreased collagen density. So in terms of kind of creating collagen in the skin, right? When we think about creating collagen in the skin, injury is a really, really great way to do that. So I'm going to use the analogy of kind of cutting open your hand with a kitchen knife. If we cut open our hand with a kitchen knife, what happens is our body creates collagen to fill that wound. The fibroblasts are signaled and collagen is created. The thing is that collagen normally looks more like scar tissue, right? It's a little bit more fibrotic and it has more of the resemblance of scar tissue. So a lot of more advanced scientific technique in the world of aesthetic medicine is basically just using that science, right? That science of damaging the skin just enough that the fibroblasts go, oh, I need to do my job, but not enough to scar. That's where things like microneedling come in. So microneedling is creating little micro injuries into the dermis to be able to create collagen production. Now, I did say into the dermis, right? This is why things like at-home dermal rolling, not a huge fan, also not super duper effective if you're looking at building collagen production. The dermis is deep. You have to get deep into the dermis and create that injury so you're building collagen the way that you're actually expecting to. And that's why we need to go to somebody who knows kind of what depth to go to. So now we're moving on to collagen supplementation. This is a little bit of a controversial topic, right? So there are a lot of doctors who will say collagen supplementation makes no sense because it's not just going to go straight to your skin. Yes, absolutely. It's not just going to go straight to your skin. That's not how digestion works, right? So what's going to happen is we're going to digest our collagen the exact same way as we would digest any other protein, and then we are going to use those amino acids as the building blocks. Primarily, collagen has proline, hydroxyproline, glycine, and alanine. And so what happens is that gives our body those building blocks to be able to make healthy collagen, right? Your body cannot make something from nothing. I tell you this on this channel all the time. It can't make something from nothing. So by having an abundance of those amino acids available, then your body can do things like secondarily make skin and hair. Your body's so smart. And if it wants to heal something, right, or if it only has a certain amount of building blocks, it's not going to make your secondary structures like skin and hair, as long as those things aren't majorly damaged, right? It's not going to choose that to create. So having enough amino acids is going to be important. So that's kind of why we might think about taking collagen. I do take collagen every single day, and the reason why I take collagen every single day is actually because for me it's a good source of protein, and it's a good source of protein without having a bunch of like carbs and fat and sodium in it. It really is just protein. Now, it's not a complete protein, right? Because as I mentioned, it only has 4 amino acids in it. So it's not a complete protein. But as an additional source of protein in the diet, especially if we're looking at building healthy skin and hair, that can be really helpful. So that's why I take collagen. Let's dive into the research though and see what the research says. So in the Journal of Drugs and Dermatology, there was a 2018 study that was basically a literature review. So it looked at all of the literature on collagen supplementation, and it found that patients see an increase in hydration, an increase in elasticity, and an increase in collagen density. So that's awesome, right? That's what we're looking for. Another study, and this was only with 1 gram of collagen, which is a really low dose. So with 1 gram of collagen showed a 78% increase in hydration in the skin, and then a 12% increase in the firmness of the skin, or better spoken, I guess, would be a 12% decrease in wrinkles and fine lines. Again, that is a low dose. So another 2014 study studied 2.5 to 5 grams of collagen per day and noticed a big increase in elasticity, right? So people found that their skin had more bounce to it. So those are kind of some of the benefits that we think of when we think about taking collagen orally, right? So primarily research shows increase in hydration, increase in elasticity, and an increase in collagen production. And when we pair these with treatments like microneedling and things like that, that's where we really get a big bang for our buck if we're looking to actually treat the skin and treat skin concerns like wrinkles or laxity. So there are other things to think of when we think about collagen production too, and some of this actually did mention last week. So we know that hormones play a huge role in collagen production. I mentioned that in the first 5 years post-menopause, research shows that women will lose on average about 30% of their collagen, which is huge. And so estrogen and testosterone play a big role in collagen production. Collagen specifically, testosterone does help with, because testosterone has not been shown to help as much with elastin or vascularization in the skin, whereas estrogen has a little bit more of a well-rounded property. But that is something to consider. So hormone status really does matter. And then your nutrition matters, right? So when we think about collagen, we primarily do think about vitamin C. So vitamin C, right, when we think way back when sailors were on ships getting scurvy, right? What happened? Well, people's collagen degraded, primarily like their teeth fell out, they had major issues with their skin, major issues with wound healing, and all of that has to do with the fact that you require vitamin C to make healthy collagen. And so vitamin C is really, really important. The other thing that we want to think about is antioxidants in general. So antioxidants protect our skin against that oxidative stress and UV damage. Oxidative stress is going to degrade your collagen. And so protecting our skin against the oxidative stress and UV damage with increased antioxidants is really, really important. And then the last thing we always want to think about is protecting our skin, right? So the number one thing that we can do is protect our skin against that UV damage. There isn't really a lot that we can do with the fact that we are degrading collagen every single year. That just is what it is as we age, right? So we can do treatments to increase collagen. Treatments like microneedling are a fantastic way to increase collagen, as long as you're getting deep enough into that dermis. And then just making sure that we're protecting our skin by using a good mineral sunscreen, preferably tinted, because iron oxide, which is in the tinted sunscreens, actually helps to protect against visible light, right? So that way we're protecting against UVB and UVA with our active ingredients like zinc oxide and titanium oxide, and then visible light with our iron oxides. That's kind of talking all about collagen. What questions do you guys have about collagen? And tell me, do you guys take collagen supplementation, and have you noticed a difference in your skin? We will see you next week for next week's video.